Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our NCAA football series, and we have got breaking news happening coming out of Lubbock, Texas. Coach Champion has been removed from the program. After the big win against USC, him and the AD apparently got into a confrontation about the direction of the program. Kind of surprised that they were upset about it. We did have just come off a national championship season, and then we got this big win to open up our following year against USC. We had good plays on offense. We were playing well on defense. Not exactly sure what spawned the argument between the coach and the AD. But the end result is Coach Champion is no longer a part of the program. He packed up his office and basically moved out the night that we got back into Lubbock. And so now kind of leaves us with wondering what's going to happen with Coach Champion. You know, his story is definitely not over. You know, he got into coaching to be one of the best coaches in the nation. We really thought we could build something in Lubbock. But apparently it just was not meant to be. No matter what kind of big gains we got, big wins we had, it just wasn't meant to be between us. There was strife when it came to recruiting on who we were getting. Some of the guys we picked up at the offseason, y'all saw them there. The quarterback, Justin Credible, was not one of the favorite picks coming into it. They didn't think we should highly recruit him, but we did anyways. And we brought him into the program looking at him as possible future player. That is probably one of the main things that spawned the argument between the two. It's hard to argue with success, but hey, the AD didn't like how it was headed. So Coach Champion did leave. Now, like I said, his story is not over. He does sit out for the remainder of this season, obviously. Coming in after that big win, basically his record is 1-0 on the year. And so kind of what happens with him after that? Well, he does get another opportunity. He does get another chance to be coaching again. And one school is really in need of a coach with that kind of fire, that kind of passion, that kind of desire for victory. Someone who's not going to do things the way everybody wants him to. He's going to do it his own style. And that school is a pretty big program historically in college football. And it's one based in the state of Florida. No, it's not the Gators. Definitely not South Florida, anything like that. It is the Florida State Seminoles. They have been kind of on a downhill slide ever since Jameis Winston was there and left the program. So now we need to get them back. And that's what Coach is going to do. And looking at our season we have ahead of us, playing against Pittsburgh, is starting off the season. That's a tough one. And then when we really hit the ACC schedule in the month of October, we run into a lot of big juggernauts. Clemson, Miami started to turn around, NC State, even Wake Forest. So it is going to be a tough season. It is going to be a tough school to coach at, but we'll see how we can do. Now, we have brought in a couple of guys that came with us. Y'all saw Justin Credible and Justin Jones. Both, when we departed, they decided to step away from the Texas Tech program as well, and they have followed us here to Florida State University as we are getting ready to kick off against the Pitt Panthers. At least I think they're the Panthers. Well, we'll just call them Pitt for now on. But we are getting ready to kick off against them. Now, Justin Credible did earn his chance at becoming the starter, and so he will be taking the helm for the Seminoles here to start the season. Justin Jones, once again, has found his way onto the depth chart. He's not the number 1 or 2. He kind of filters in between the 3 and 4 receiver, kind of depending on our formation. But this is going to be a pretty big game for us, and it's a tough way to get our time here in Florida State started against the number 17 Pitt. Pittsburgh. We are playing. It's a Kreischer. I think that's the way it's pronounced. A Kreischer Stadium. It's in. It's the Steelers Stadium. Heinz Field is what I'm always going to call it. But that's how we're going with it from here. Now this is going to jump into it here with our opening drive of our career here in Florida State. Incredible is going to take the option. He's going to keep it, and he's down the right sideline. He's at the 40, and he finally gets hit, but fighting forward and brought down at around the 35-yard line. He does pick up 40 yards on that one. Just incredible. He does have that speed. He does have the option capability. That's why we had brought him to Lubbock, and that's why we brought him here to the East Coast in Tallahassee. Now, after that big run, we take over at the first, and we continue with the 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line as we come out in the shotgun formation, 3 wide. Jones is in the slot. Incredible. He's got the snap. He scans over, fires it to Jones, and that one's going to be knocked down by the linebacker. Well played. And not sure why Pitt is wearing the Wake Forest helmets. You have to check on that one with the revamped crew. I guess Pitt lost their helmets over the offseason, and Wake Forest gave them some loaners. Kind of interesting, but that's just the way it goes. Now, in 2nd and 10, we're going to hand that one off to Ward up the middle. Not a whole lot of space for him. Trayshawn Ward not able to pick up any yards on that rush, and then it's going to give us a 3rd and 10 here on our opening drive. Facing a little bit of adversity here to start this thing out as we're looking on how we can get the ball moving, and we really have to figure out how this Florida State offense runs. Right, we need to go with, God, I hate these stupid pop-ups. I got to get rid of those. But do we go with more of the option, or do we try to get him passing? We have to test out these guys. We don't know our receivers a whole lot. So it is going to be a big kind of test right there. And Malik McClain comes through with a big one. The A grade on that one, picking up 18 yards on his first reception. Incredible is now 2 of 3 for 28 yards here on the opening drive here on the opening week of college football. And so after that, we have a 1st and 10 now inside the red zone, trying to get this ball punched into the end zone. That would be the best way to get started. So we come out 1st and 10 here in a shotgun formation, or pistol formation, 3 wide. It's going to be handed off to Ward, cuts left. He's got a big hole, and he's brought down finally after a gain of about 8 yards here, giving us a 2nd and 2 at about the 8-yard line. Getting ready to try to punch this one in. This offense, we have been moving. That big play by Credible on the option kind of spurned us going. So we come out in a pistol formation once again, 2nd and 2, Credible. It's an option. He's going to keep it, runs forward, and he's hit, but gets the 1st down, and that's going to give us a goal to go. Credible's now got 46 yards on 3 rushes and 28 yards on 3 passes. He's having a pretty successful first drive, I would say. So 1st and goal now from the 3. We're going to come out in a shotgun formation, 4 wide, Credible. He has the snap. He's dropping it off for Ward in the screen. He cuts it up, and Ward is going to go into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Touchdown, Seminoles. And we're going to get an early lead here on the number 17, Pittsburgh, at their home field. And this is a big way to get our series started and to get our time here in Florida State going. And now, after a few field goals, we're catch up here in the 2nd quarter. 5.5 minutes to go. We do still lead 7-6. Credible working it down the field. Finds Justin Jones over the middle for 11 yards. And that's going to give us another 1st down, 1st and 10, another set at the 28-yard line as we approach the red zone. Like I said, still leading 7-6. It's been kind of a tough go. The Pitt defense has stiffened up on us. But we've been playing bend but don't break so far. And that's why we do lead by 1 point, 7-6. Now Credible's going to drop back. He fires that over to Jones once more. Finds him for 4 yards this time. Jones kind of coming through for us. He's more familiar with him and Credible coming out of Lubbock, as Jones has now got 20 yards receiving on the evening. Credible is 10 of 13 for 83 yards. Not the best average, but hey, it's consistent. Now on 2nd and 6, it's going to be an option keeper. Incredible tries to make a move, which actually kind of trips him up a little bit and keeps him held back. That's going to be a 3rd and 5 now. He only picked up a couple of yards. As we have a 3rd and 5 at the 23-yard line here as we get under 4 minutes to go here in the first half remaining. Now Credible's going to come out in a shotgun. We got 4 wide once again. They bring a blitz. He drops it off for Douglas over the middle. Douglas takes it to the left and is brought down after a gain of 11 yards. Ja'Kai Douglas, his first reception on the night, gives us a brand new set of downs, and we are well inside the red zone at the 12-yard line here, trying to extend on our lead. Now Chase is going to come out in a pistol formation. Once again, 3 wide this time. He's going to send Ward in motion. He has the snap. No pressure. Credible takes it up the middle, taking it himself, diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just incredible. Saw the opening he needed, and he sacrificed his body for that one. And that's going to extend our lead now 14-6 on that play right there. Now, Pitt is coming back here just at about the 2-minute mark in the first half, and they drop it off to Means. And he's going to be hit hard, but he picks up just enough for the first down. And that was a big play by Bub Means and the Pitt team. So now their drive does continue as we approach the end of the first half. 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Pitt is at the Florida State 31-yard line, and they are pushing the ball forward, trailing by 8. Pitt's going to be in a shotgun. Slovis, he's got 3 wide. He gets the snap, hands it off to Abikinda up the middle. Abikinda. Israel A is what I'm calling him. That may sound bad, but Israel A, he gets it up to him. He's going to pick up 3 yards right up the middle, and that's going to give him a 2nd and 7. Now the clock is moving still. They do have 3 timeouts and have not elected to use one yet. So under 2 minutes to go. Pitt in the shotgun. Slovis has the snap. Blitz comes. He gets it out to Means, who's breaking tackles. Means all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Picks up 26 yards on that reception. Slovis is 14-16 for 182 yards on the evening. And he is picking us apart. But he has not scored a touchdown yet, which is good. So here they come out in the shotgun, 3 wide. And Slovis has the snap. Pressure comes a little bit, but he gets it back out to Means again, his favorite receiving target so far in this first half. And that's going to give them their first touchdown of their season as we now lead 14-12 here. And it looks like Pitt is going to go for the 2-point conversion with just a minute and a half remaining in the first half now. And they're only the score is 14-12. So I'm not too sure about going for the 2-point conversion now. But that's what they're choosing to do. Now Slovis drops back. No pressure. It finally gets there, and Slovis takes off, and he goes into the end zone. And that's going to get this one tied up here right at the end of the first half. 14-14. A solid showing by our defense, except for there at the end. But, big plays have kind of marked this game, which is kind of surprising to say in a 14-14 ball game, big plays. But that really has been the separating factor between both of our teams, or really the equalizing factor between both of our teams. Starting out with Credible's, big 40-yard run, the screen pass, and then Pitt has had some pretty big plays. Our tackling has been a slight issue so far in this game. And so we are going to have to get that turned around, for the second half of this one and for the remainder of the season. Y'all saw how many top 20 teams and top 25 teams we have on our schedule. It's going to be a brutal gauntlet coming up starting in October, so we have got to get those things changed around. But here we are jumping into the third quarter now, 7 minutes remaining. The opening drive by Pittsburgh, and Slovis gets chased, but he drops it off to Barden, and he's going to fight his way a broken tackle again. Jalen Barden, 35 yards into the end zone. Slovis now over 250 yards passing. The pressure got there, and he was on the move, but he still dropped a dime on us to Barden, and he goes into the end zone. The missed tackle, that's going to be an issue, I have a feeling, going forward. So we are really going to have to work on that one. And that extra point goes through to give them a 7-point lead in this one. And now we're going to catch up a little later here in the third quarter. Pitt has added on an additional touchdown. We are trailing 14-28 now, trying to get some semblance of a drive going. We have not been able to move the ball and have had to punt the ball away. No turnovers yet by us, but hey, it's no turnovers by either team. It has been kind of a slugfest, but we've got to get back into this. And after that 5-yard gain by Ward, it's going to be 2nd and 5. We hand it off to Ward again to the left, and he's going to get 0 yards on that one. And that's going to be a 3rd and 5. Cansey comes in for the tackle and brings Ward down. He's got 41 yards on 11 rushes. One thing about our option offense is we do require a decent running game for it to be effective. So we'll have to keep that in mind. And now on the next play, he finds Wilson down the left sideline. He's home free. 5 touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Credible found him in the man-on-man coverage and dropped it in perfectly. And then it was just pure speed all the way. And he goes into the end zone untouched, and that's going to get us to within one touchdown here as we get this extra point up, and it is good. So 7 points away now. Pitt's leading Florida State 28-21 here at the end of the third quarter. Now we're going to catch up to this one a little bit further in the fourth quarter. About 5.5 minutes remaining. Score remains 28-21 with the Pitt lead as they are kind of move the ball and add some additional points on, and they hand that one off, and it looks like their running back is going to be hurt. Deloach got him down for a 2-yard loss, and their man is going to be out for at least a play. I'm not sure what his injury status is. We'll see if he comes back in. Now on 2nd and 12, Slovis has the snap, drops back, and he drops that one off to his man, almost intercepted right there. It looked like he was going for a guy on the drag pattern, but he ran right into coverage, and that one almost was a very costly mistake for the Pitt team. So now 3rd and 12 as they come out in a shotgun formation. They're going to have 3 wide. He has the snap. Slovis scans the middle, and he fires, and it falls incomplete again. A great defensive play by our linebacker, and that will force them to punt the ball away. And then we did nothing with it and gave it right back to Pitt. So our defense is right back on the field once more, and their running back is apparently feeling a lot better as he picks up 4 yards on that rush. So our offense has really kind of slacked. Pitt has come out with a hell of a game plan here in the second half and is holding us down. So now our defense, we are asking them to do a lot. And there's a 2nd and 6. Slovis has the snap. Pressure starts to come, and he drops it off to Bartholomew, who's going to be tackled. Gavin Bartholomew picks up 10 yards on that reception. He's a very reliable type of tight end type of player. And he gives them a brand new set of downs. 3.5 minutes remaining. We have to have a stop on this drive, or at least a turnover. Now on 1st and 10, they hand it off, and it's going to pick up 3 more yards. The clock is continuing to run. It does bring up the question of when do we start using our timeouts. We have 3 of them. We need to be smart with them, though. So 3 minutes remaining. They're going to come out in a 2nd and 7 in a shotgun formation. Slovis has got 2 receivers to the right and bunched up with their tight end. And he scans over, and he's going to be looking to make changes at the line. Slovis letting that clock run down all the way to the very end. That's an experienced quarterback for you. And he's just giving it all, trying not to jump off sides as our defense, hopefully. But with 2 seconds, they finally snap it. Now Slovis drops it off to Wayne on the right side in the flat. He's going to be tackled. Jared Wayne picks up 6 yards on that one. Good tackle by our defender there to bring him down quickly after making that catch. And that's going to actually make it a 3rd down. That could be a potential game-saving tackle depending on what happens on this play. So 3rd and 1. Once again, they are letting that clock drain down here. Pitt trying to catch us with the hard count and let the clock run. You know, we still have the 3 timeouts. I do not want to use them just yet. I'm going to need them for our offense and if they get a 1st down on this play as well. Here we go. They get the snap off. Slovis stands over the middle, finds Mumfield. Mumfield's hit, and he's brought down. They do get the 1st down. Oh, man, and we will use our 1st timeout right there to stop the clock at 1:58 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Now they're definitely in field goal range, so we need a turnover. Slovis is going to hand it off to the right side. He's hit. He fumbles. Cooper falls on top of it. The 1st turnover of the game comes under 2 minutes remaining. And what a hit by our linebacker right there. Came right off his block, laid the lumber to the running back, and that's going to give us the ball and some hope. So on our ensuing drive, 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Incredible. He's in a pistol formation, has the snap, scans over. He's going to find Jones over the middle, and that should be enough for a 1st down. You got to remember, whenever you get a 1st down, the clock does stop temporarily while they set the change. So we are moving. We're operating out of the pistol formation here, going 3 wide receiver set. Now, Incredible has the snap. Play action. Scans over. Pressure comes. He drops it off, and that one's almost intercepted. Devonshire, he almost had a game-ending interception right there. Whew, thank God. Better lucky than good on that situation. So under 1 minute to go as that incomplete does stop the clock and allows us to get A different formation out there going. Credible now with the snap. Drops it off to Ward, who stiff arms a man fighting forward, and Ward is brought down after a gain of 9. 50 seconds remaining, and the clock is ticking. Florida State, we are going in the hurry-up offense, trying to get all our receivers set. 3rd and 1. Credible with the snap, hands it off to Ward to the right, and he's going to pick up the first down. Woo! And on that first down, that gives us a brand new set. We will take a timeout and give our offense a chance to reset a little bit here. 35 seconds remaining, trailing by 7. We are only 35 yards away now. Credible's in a shotgun, 3 wide. He's got the snap. He scans over, fires it off. He's got McLean over the middle. Big gain of 18 yards. All the way down about the 17-yard line. McLean now has 68 yards receiving on the evening. None bigger than that right there so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 17. The clock stopped while we reset the chains. We come out in a shotgun, keeping our 4 wide set. 3 on the right. Credible with the snap. Fires it over the middle. He's got Wilson. It's a touchdown, Florida State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And we will be in a position to get this one tied up here right at the closing seconds of this game. This extra point's got to go through first, though. As they get set up, Fitzgerald boots it, and it will go through. And this game is now tied here. And that will take us into overtime. Now, we did win the toss and chose to go on defense first, seeing what Pitt has available for us and what we need to do to keep this game alive. And they're going to rush it with Slovis up the middle. He is brought down finally, but he picks up 4 yards on that one. They do have the ball at the 10-yard line now with a 2nd and 6. Pitt still moving it, still being patient, coming out in the shotgun. 4 wide. Their tight end is in the slot to the right. Slovis has the snap. Pressure comes. He's going to drop it off to Bartholomew, who gets hit, and he falls forward over the line. Oh, my goodness, a new set of downs. Talk about some semi-poor tackling right there. Bartholomew fell right over and got the 1st and goal. So now they're going to come out in a goofy-looking shotgun formation. Slovis has the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. He's being chased down by Briggs, and he's going to be pushed out. No! He stayed in bounds and got the pass off. You've got to be kidding me. Missed tackles by at least 3 Florida State defenders right there. Allow him to get that pass off right at the sideline, and that's going to make it 2nd and goal now from the 2. And they come out in the same shotgun formation, 4 wide once again. And this time they hand it off to Davis up the middle, and that's going to give them a touchdown here in overtime to take the lead, 35-28. But this is college, folks. It is now our turn. We have to do something with it. We have a 1st and 10. We got 4 plays to get 10 yards. Credible, he's going to send Jones in motion. He hands it off to him. He turns up the middle, tries to make a cut. Nowhere to really go. 2nd and 8 now, gain of 2 yards. Just trying to be patient here. Let's find our gaps. Let's get, our play where we need it to be. So 2nd and 8, Credible's going to come out in a shotgun. 2 back set, 3 wide. He drops back. He stands over the middle, fires it. He's got him in, but it's intercepted by Hill. Pitt's going to win this game with that interception. The first turnover by Florida State on the evening, and that's going to do it. We will lose our season and Florida State career opener. Came from Lubbock, a national title team, and now we've got some more work to do ahead of us. I'm here with the Seminoles. That was a tough one. That was really a tough one to lose right there. In overtime, coming off that turnover, that one hurts us. But we will have to bounce back. Now we do have Nevada in the next game, so at home, our first game at home, it'll definitely be an opportunity for us to do that. So here in this one, we lose a close one, tough call, but things do happen like that. It is football. So we can't ponder on it, can't dwell on it too much. It is now officially in the past, and we must move on. That's just the way it goes. We got a lot of work to do, though. We found some gaps, some weaknesses, and so, it'll be interesting. It'll be crazy to see how we can get this team built up and see if we can't get them back into the national title race, like they've been since Jameis Winston was a part of this program. So It should be a fun one. I would definitely make sure that you hit that little bell notification so that way you can be notified of all the Champ and Sons content as we do get these things loaded. And definitely hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you do enjoy today's video, give us a thumbs up. It does help out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. We have finally hit 150 subscribers. That is insanity to me. Thank y'all very much for that. I am eternally grateful for all the support y'all have shown us and our channel. So on that note, thank y'all for joining us. I will see y'all in the next episode. So as always, everybody, stay safe. And well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.